So what stood out the most for me is the diversity of perspective and the diversity of the background of our panelists. It's very interesting to see people coming from different business area, but also different position within an organization. Also, I think what really stood out for me is how genuine they were in sharing their own experience and giving tips and advice to the audience. What was very interesting is that our attendees shared very practical advice, very proper example from their day-to-day life and tips to the audience to how they can now challenge their own framework in their organization. So that's very interesting, and this is also my takeaway, because they had a different experience from very structured and regulated industry to completely unregulated industry, and the practical experiences and the practical advice they share really basically we can now question ourselves on how we are going to move forward and what are the adjustments we should make in our own framework. I think the session give them a quick snapshot of what's going on around. So it's basically we clarify the fact that we have international framework, international regulatory framework, and a regulation that needs now to converge to those generalistic regulation. But at the same time, we need more and more industry-specific regulation, and as an organization or as a leader within an organization, we need to embark as soon as possible our legal and compliance team. We need to educate. AI literacy is a key thing now in our organization, to embark them to support us through innovation and not stop us, because AI is a race globally, so we can't be stopped because the regulation is not here. But the thing is, we need to embark this team to help support us through our innovation journey, through the AI journey, to move on and then adapt as we are moving forward. The regulation during the AI journey is just the beginning. So basically regulation needs to be super agile moving forward. I think what is great is to bring the different leaders from the different industry together in such events. And by doing that, you increase their network, and by doing that, you also allow them to share their experience with each other. So it's not about just I come to a session and I learn something directly from the session, but I also learn from the journey of the others, and I take tips and advice from the others and challenge myself as a leader. So I think this is where it gives them additional confidence, it gives them additional, it's somehow to have another education by listening to the experience of the others that have been through the same journey before us. So it's always great to meet and catch up as well with the community generally speaking in the UAE, and especially in Abu Dhabi, and to learn from them on their great progress. So I think my panelists were extremely engaged, because they are all coming from different backgrounds and they really want to share their own experience, the way they are dealing today with regulation at the entity level, but also part of public or private sector, and how those international regulation is impacting them on a day-to-day business. They share with complete honesty and transparency the challenges they got within their organization with legal and compliance, and how now they need to still move forward with the AI journey, but also how they embark those people, and especially legal and compliance now, and train them, educate them around AI to support them through that journey. And what is also very humble, I saw them very humbled by the fact that they were sharing with full honesty that it's not an easy thing to do. They are also struggling like everybody else, but at the same time, it is an agile process where everybody is learning with each other. So technical or technology people are learning, but also legal and compliance people are learning. And together we build the new policies and regulation within our organization that will also be somehow, it will be fitting into national regulation or even international regulation moving forward. But we need that consensus and bringing those international regulation together and get those specific industry regulation to help and support us moving forward.